Hey guys, Sonda here to another audio commentary. Today I'm going to bring you Game 2 of the matchup between Light Alive, the Terran player, and Violet, the tough Protoss player. Cuz he names his character Violet, obviously tough. So yeah, this is going to be played on actually on Return of the King, and I couldn't remember the name because I was thinking like Rise of the Empire, but Return of the King a little different. So anyways, yeah, not familiar with this map. Actually, all I know about this map, to be honest, is that it's blue and has 4 starting positions, and that actually the tile set is Twilight. I know that. Great book, check it out. And I'm just kidding, I've never read them. Anyways, so yeah, this should be a pretty exciting game. This is Game 2. Light came out hot in Game 1 and really just read Violet like a book. Really just simply read him and countered everything he did beautifully and really just took Game 1 pretty convincingly. So yeah, this game's getting underway. This is going to be played. This is some PvT action on Return of the King. And for those Terran players, it's also TVP action. Alright, so this should be a fun game. So in just a second, I'll tell you their starting positions here. It does look like Light will be spawning in the bottom right, the 5 o'clock position in the brown Terran, that looks like. And it does then Violet will be spawning in the 2 o'clock position in the red Protoss. So yeah, this is actually going to be a pretty exciting. This is actually my second time doing this because my Audacity wants to freak out on me sometimes. So yeah, I'm still working out the kinks. I'm decently new to commentating. I've been around a couple months, but I like to consider myself new for all the noobish mistakes I make, I guess. So yeah, this should be I'm interested to see what tech Violet comes with this game. He went for hidden 1 gate Reaver tech and actually hidden air tech, hidden drop tech, and basically Light just saw it and got a Wraith out and dominated any kind of Reaver harassment that Violet tried. So I'm interested to see what Violet tries this game. Last game, late game, was he barely got Storms out when this game ended, and no Arbiters, no Carriers, nothing like that. Just tried going just Dragoons and Zealots, and it didn't really pay off for him. And I don't feel that really very often that doesn't pay off for you, just because the Terran ball is so much stronger than the Protoss army, the regular army, and that's why Protoss is required generally to get the Arbiters, the Carriers, or at least use Storms. Storms are just a gimme generally, I think, but no sign of that, and it might have been because it was so far behind that he never had the chance to. That's probably why. But it does look like Violet will be scouting in the bottom right position, so he will be getting the economic lead. He'll be getting just the slightest lead here, and yeah. Just going to apologize now. Sorry for Game 1, my random comments. I don't really know. I was just kind of bored at the end there. It kind of dragged out for a little bit. So, just a apology there. I don't think it's a really big of a deal. But anyways, back to the game here. It does look like Violet will he's just going to be a pain with this scouting probe here. And now Light actually is scouting into the right position as well. Probably saw the angle the probe was coming from. That's how good these pro gamers are. They actually, it's crazy to think, but as soon as they go into a base, talking about scouting, I'll tell you guys a couple things here. As soon as they enter a base, they can actually, as soon as they go up the ramp, they basically can tell if it's their opponent or not, and they're so programmed, basically, that they can just relocate their SCV, so they don't waste any time. Their scouting SCV gets to their opponent's base as fast as it possibly can. So decent job here by Violet, really keeping this probe alive, really just using the command center as a ring around the rosy here. Beautifully done. So I'm not going to brag about beats through this game with the scouting probe. I do that in like all my videos. But just because he's amazing at it. But like I said, I wasn't going to brag about it. All right, so this should be pretty fun. I just want to do a shout-out for GG No Read Tournament, guys. Check it out. I'm going to upload some videos on it fairly shortly. That probe does go down. But basically, I need a couple commentators for that would be very useful. So if you're a commentator who wants to get going, or if you really feel like doing a couple videos just for some free time waster, or something, I wish I had more free time. Anyways, though, really just PM me or I'm usually on IRC and just tell me you're interested, and I'll try to get you going as fast as I can with that, because there's going to be a lot of games. And that's for the GG No Re tournament. And I took so long to describe it, you probably forgot what I'm talking about. Anyway, so the starport is going up, so I'm expecting dropships here. I feel if he can get a dropship out, and he's going to be able to do some kind of drop here and maybe find himself in a good situation here. Robotics facility is now going up for Violet, and I feel Violet, I'm interested to see actually if he's going to go for the observatory, or does he go for the robotic support bay and hope that his Reaver does better this time. Because last time it didn't work too well, but I don't think Light could read that any better than he did in game 1 though. So, and this SCV almost getting in to keep alive as a scout, but barely not making it. So luckily for that, wow, luckily there's 3 goons there, barely gets on. Control tower is going up, so we are going to be seeing dropships here. So goons pushing out slightly, but now it does look like a slight Midas push, pushing up, but this should be nothing that Violet can't handle. Any pro gamer, they're so used to Terran pushes, you basically have to be able to hold off Terran simple beginning pushes to become a pro gamer. I mean, obviously, there's a lot more stuff required than that, but that's just a basic for PBT. So it does look like the observatory is going up, so he's going to play this very standard and try to get quick observers over the map. Beautiful job. Keep nice micro by these goons, keeping these Marines, killing Marines one at a time while keeping this tank sieging, unsieging, and etc. Now the Vulture will lay some mines. Vulture coming to complete the Midas build here, laying mines just to delay the push if Violet were to push, but I don't think he is here. But yeah, mines, I'm going to recommend him to BattleNet players and some iCup players. I just feel they can be very effective just because a lot of players don't get the fast enough observers, so they actually just die to them simply like that, kill a lot of goons. Or they're just they're just impatient and just try to march through and lose goons. So not really recommending it to pro gamers, but yeah, just really quick mines can really mess up your Protoss opponent sometimes, especially if they're a weaker kind of opponent. Anyways, does look like he's picking up a couple vultures and a tank here, and he's going to take them to the base. So it looks like he will be going on some kind of drop, and actually can see it on the minimap, and there we go. So this is going to be a drop. Luckily for Violet, he does have 2 goons in there, so if he can hold this, he's going to be able to hold this off fairly easy. Decent goon micro, not losing him to the mines there. Looks like he will be able to He pokes the vultures. He actually picks off the vultures, because that's what you do to vultures. You don't poke them. It kills Great Boy, but anyways, so the tank drop, he should be able to take care of that tank fairly easy, but now his main base, his natural is getting harassed, and he needs to keep this expansion. A couple vultures and 3 marines, so he's actually going to use what was in his main base. Probably would have to come out and save his natural expansion. So it looks like he will be able to hold this off with these goons, but I think his main base is still under fire with tanks, so hopefully he's not losing too much damage for that. And his assimilator is under fire, and this might just be a huge mistake by Violet. I don't even know if Violet knows he's under attack up there. Wow. This tank is just completely shooting this, and now the observer's finally going over there. But why isn't he attacking that siege tank? Does he not know it's there? This may be a big mistake, and he doesn't need to lose this assimilator. This assimilator actually might go down, pushing out with his goons now, but he needs... I think this is just a huge mistake, and I haven't seen something like this in a while. Actually pushing out... He has 2 goons in his base to take care of that tanker to try to stop it, but not showing like he's going to do that. And he actually loses the assimilator, so no mining of gas right now. And had to transfer all his probes to his natural not to get hurt by that tank, but I don't know what he's doing. I think that was actually just a big mistake by Violet. I don't even think he noticed that, or is he too focused, or is he really just want that counterattack? I'm not sure what he's doing. Shuttle now coming over, and he looks like he will be able to take care of this tank finally, but now he's getting picked up, so the tank will be running away. But maybe the... So, wow, that was just a big mistake. Losing an assimilator to a dropship, or to a tank, that's not looking good already for Violet, but he does pick off the dropship, so that helps his cause a little bit. And because he picked off the dropship, he's going to be able to drop the tank that was dropped again. So, wow, that's a different opening. I wasn't expecting that. Was that like an unforced error, or maybe he was going for the counter? I'm not sure what happened, to be honest, right there. From what I saw, it just looked like a big mistake from Violet, but I'm not one to judge, I guess. So yeah, so now finally getting more probes in his main here to take the
mining back up. Actually, a little slower than So they basically both got their naturals up evenly, but yeah. So I'm interested to see when he does go for the third expansion here.